Dude. Smart. You see where you're at.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead and call the meeting to order. Is there any amendments to the agenda? No. No amendments. Everybody have a chance to take a look at the minutes?
Yes,
Need a motion to approve?
I move we approve the minutes as written.
Okay, second, aye. Superintendent reports. Jason?
While we were checking the list, we noticed the clay ball lift station pumps hours way high. We were able to track down, found that these students of power wash.
Oh, they had a water break in there. It was draining into their bays that was tied into which is tied into our city sewer. And we were getting an extreme amount of water and called the water guys out to shut that water line off there. So our lift station's back in order now. While we were checking weekly lines, we found a sewer line backed up. So we got the back truck out, jetted the line, able to turn the flow in the sewer line. That was actually between just south of Adams Street, then the alley, just east of Roosevelt. Cummins was back at the plant doing our normal routine inspection on our generator. The oil analysis came back good. We have been
Having the full pumps started with his left in the lift station. And I stretched Knox. It was trying to upgrade the lift station with pumps, there were the brackets, control panel with the battery system. And do some work to the ball ARV valve, check valve, fill valve. We were doing most of the work ourselves. Both that had rights to control panel set up.
that's what I got.
Also on that car wash suds, we won't turn the water back on until Lonnie inspects it, just so you guys know.
Go ahead and give your report.
We had 6 freeze ups across town. That last little freeze up thing we had, the car wash froze up. We met with a well house contractor to give us some information on how to finish our well. We got measurements. If it's okay with the council, I'd like to go to Hamlet. They got shed material sitting there for cheap that we could possibly buy, and instead of buying brand new, to put a well house around it. So I'd like to get the permission from the council to do that. We had to come in for a high water tower alarm. We had a broken transducer switch, which was telling the tower we had 66 feet, which is definitely wrong because it's only 25-foot tower. We're still waiting on parts, but we got it set up now to where tower 1 is kind of controlling tower 2. So they both know they're 25 feet, 30 feet, whatever. End of the year tasks, we're kind of cleaning up the shop, organizing it, getting it ready for next year. Sweep, mop, organize. We're boxing up 2025 paperwork, getting set up for 26. Completed all locates, work orders, changed out 6 meters, and changed out a broken 1.5 inch at the hospital. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, last month I let the board know that we were about a third short of on our normal leaf season of what we should be getting due to inclement weather. We are still at that right now. We haven't been able to do anything since we last talked. They're out today. We're leaf vacking today. We will continue to leaf vac as long as weather holds up, and I'm sure with this next few days they're going to get out and start raking, which is fine. I'm actually street sweeping this morning. Over the last 4 snow events, we used approximately 150 ton of salt and sand mix. It was a continual where we were going out and plowing salt and sand, and then even on that same snow event, we were going back out and replowing salt and sand. And so those 4 snow events, I mean, it was like doing it like 8 times. So other than that, been changing out the plow cutting edges, a lot of our wear parts. We've had some broken plows we had to re-weld. And of course, the CCMG Legals will start on January, advertise, and we'll open the bids at the end of January, next meeting. Okay, that's it.
Did I get permission to,
You don't need permission from that, Tim.
I was just wondering, because he's not a bit,
he's just a person, right?
What you need to do, and you know, we've been talking about this building for 2 months now. You need to go out and get an estimate what it's gonna cost you, whether you build it yourself or you're gonna buy one. And then you need to bring it to the Board of Works, you know, to spend that kind of, whether it's 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand. So, well, I mean, I thought you guys already did that. I thought you already, I know Mike talked to him over there, so I thought you guys already got a good handle on what.
How it works with the municipality against just a regular person.
He's a
We have to
business,
do,
he's a business,
okay.
he's a business. We can buy if it's feasible to go that route. But we just gotta figure out, you know, what you're gonna have into this. So, hopefully, you know,
And what kind of payments he will take.
well, he's a business, Cindy. He'll take, you know, it's the same as anything else. If we're gonna buy the materials off him, it's like going to Johnson's lumberyard. You know, he'll bill us, invoice us for X amount of dollars,
Okay.
you know. Lonnie, do you want to give your report, under this section instead of the code? Yeah.
This year we had a total of 160 permits pulled. In the 2 mile jurisdiction, there's 36 project approval, along with 13 bulk water permits that were issued this year. Total documented improvements this year was $4,239,778.39. There was 179 certified mail with receipts, which those most people know are 1048 a piece. So there's a lot of certifieds that went out this year. 126 registered contractors for the year 2025. 31 of those have already reapplied for 2026. Under rentals, we have 1 hotel, 1 rooming house, 72 landlords, 426 total units in the city that are registered. In 2025, we had 108 cases that went under enforcement. That's the next step past the warning letters that go out standard mail. We have still 11 of those cases open for 2025 with a total of 20 current open cases from the start. Some of that we've collected on special assessments, and that money stays in the unsafe building area, and that's what's helping us do the cleanups and improvements and boarding up these unsafe properties.
Any questions, Steve? Okay. Move on to the next item, upgrade for Washington Street Lift Station Pump Control Panel. Jason?
So, yeah, you have copies up there.
I do.
That's gonna be. Evidence of every missing from Fortec. That's gonna be, two new pumps.
It's gonna be the guide rails and brackets. It's gonna be the control panel with the dialer unit. We're gonna do majority of the work. We also got to core that wet well because we're taking the junction box that's in the wet well. We're taking that out. We're gonna direct hookup to get rid of all the wire ties and the headaches of all the floats and the pumps. You know, the wiring in the wet well, we're gonna get that into the control box where it's a lot easier to maintain and work on and that, so. That totals just 29,000.
And you got it, yeah, you got it in your.
Yeah. And those are the pumps that ran for 30 days straight. We had that big flood.
Yeah.
Those pumps ran nonstop. So the pollutes are, there ain't no more room for, because you can actually drop that impeller, the cutting edge on that down to the flute is gone. So any little rags and everything is just getting hung up nonstop on the pumps, so.
Yeah. Okay, I make a motion to go ahead and approve the $29,000 to buy the equipment necessary.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next on the agenda is the utility write-offs. You want to explain that, Cindy?
So these are utility write-offs are for money owed that we're never gonna collect, whether it's somebody passed away, somebody backed up, moved out during the middle of the night. It's utility write-offs, so water, sewer, trash and recycling bills that have been, they're uncollectible. And we just have to write them off to get them out of the books. And they total of $9,779.41 uncollectible.
Is that for 1 year or 1 year?
That is 2 years, 24, 25.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we grant these write-offs.
I second it. All in favor? Aye. Okay.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is the water and sewer budget estimate.
So, you guys should have got them off. You and Denny got copies. Besides the regular budget that's already been approved, at a state level, we have to get a local approval for sewer and water utilities. And they were in your packet. And it tells you, what it's all broke down to and how much it totals. And this is for the year of 2026.
Well, should we put the totals into the
You're gonna
record?
make me read totals? Take off my glasses. All right. Total budget for the water is $610,000. And the total budget for the sewer is $800,000 for the year of 2026. And it has all the breakdown.
I move we approve those budgets.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next on is 6 North Pearl Street. Lonnie.
Here. Last case that our attorney put in was on August 19th, 2025, still pending. We haven't had any court date scheduled yet.
This week.
And in your packet from the order to demolish, how that was dismissed. That's the main reason for this second court hearing. Hopefully at that point, you can get permission from the judge to rehab the outside of it, to make it look safe, whatever's able to do. And I don't know if we have a date that's been scheduled yet or.
Not that I've gotten notice of. I was just telling them over at North Judson in the last meeting that we've got several over there that'll be waiting to be set for dates too, unsafe building cases. End of the year is historically difficult to get something set either, but you know, we could try to file a motion for a status, but if we filed a complaint, they haven't answered, we're at the point where it's usually set for a hearing just to determine whether or not, you know, the complaint that we filed should be granted. It's called a judgment on the pleadings. So, I can try to push them as much as I can, but I'm kind of at their mercy. Again, you guys, even in this county, it's kind of tough getting dates for unsafe building stuff right now. I try to tread lightly, especially with the court, because they've been good to us. over the last couple of years.
Right now, we don't want to go on the property and do anything and take a chance of trespassing charges or anything like that, so.
There's also the matter, I think she's located in California too, which makes it a little bit more difficult when it comes to service, not from our standpoint, but from the courts, because if the court sets it for a date, they've got to make sure she's served properly. And when you're dealing with an interstate individual, service can sometimes be challenging because the court will not proceed forward unless they show good service on that individual. And service in other states could be, they are different than what they are in Indiana. So again, that kind of adds to it as well. It could be, and I'll have to go in and check the CCS. It could be too, that court's not showing good service on their end to her, because we send our stuff certified, but the court doesn't usually do that. They usually order it by sheriff's service. So I'll go in and check the CCS, see if the court's even showing good service on her from their end in terms of notices. Yeah. So I wish I had a better answer than that, at least right now, but we'll get it set. It's just playing the waiting game right now. Like I said, you guys, Hamlet and North Judson are in the same boats, because we've had this discussion just in the last month at both of their meetings too, getting court dates. So.
Okay. We got to go back up to item number 6. I skipped over that, and that is 18 North Main.
Yes.
And basically, I assume that the board, what we put on there is that we probably need a motion to obtain the deed to that property in the agreement. The Board of Works needs to remove our lien. Yes, correct.
Yes, they had got me a copy of a settlement agreement and the deed. I sent it along to the mayor and we agreed that it looked okay. So they verified the amount of county taxes that were owed, or the county liens that were on there. So it's their intention to pay those. I believe the other lien you said was taken care of or will be taken care of from Serpro.
We haven't recorded it's not been recorded, but they did, Serpro did.
Yeah, once we get the deed, I can go and release our portion of that.
Yeah.
And their paralegal the attorney's paralegal about a week ago had told me that she will get me a copy of the deed. It's just, we've approved the settlement agreement and the deed. I'm just waiting for a copy of that deed. So it's their intention to sign it. It's just, it's been a slow moving process as we talked at the last meeting, but good news is once we get that, it's ours. So I don't know if that's good news, but
well, it's not. I mean, the whole fire wasn't good news, but at least it's getting closer where we can finish cleaning it up, and then that will go into the redevelopment commission and how we rehabilitate that corner there. We'll see. But right now, we just need a motion to go ahead that contingent on everything else, that we go ahead or works releases their lien of whatever the amount was, 25,000 or something, Lonnie.
It's in excess of 31,000.
Is it? Okay.
Interest.
Okay.
Will that motion be clear in your record? In your minutes? Whatever.
I'll make it clear.
Well, it's just bottom line in, but continuance that we receive a clear deed
On contingent.
contingents that we receive it, that we will release the penalties and fines
with interest.
in the amount of, Lonnie, you have it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay.
All of them put up to their records is $31,504.63.
Did you make that motion, Steve?
Yes, I
I
did.
second it, all in favor.
How come you said 31,000? Here it says
32.
It's 33,455.
That includes the county fees, sales tax fee.
Let's see, oh, us is 631-50463.
Second is best.
Yeah. I have Denny saying it and then you seconding it and Denny second what you didn't say, but I got it.
Okay, anything else? Motion to adjourn.